Okay, hey everyone, so here we are with a video on my reboot Jett. I'm not going to start doing videos on this character, don't worry. What I really want to do is just discuss the link skill for Jett and how people don't really find it that useful in either normal servers or reboot, simply because if you want to get a good one you need to spend an X on it in the regular servers. Of course you can't do that in reboot because that would be pay to win. There is the alternative of using these Stardust to reconfigure the stats on the link skill. So what it looks like on here is, let's just double look into that, get rid of that. Yeah, so this thing, if you don't do anything to it, it resets every 24 hours, and pretty much what you want to do depending on your character. So since on reboot I main a Night Lord, I would want a lot of luck and weapon attack. So what you could do in regular servers is use the cash shop Stardust to reconfigure the stats and make it tier up, because it works like a cube where it goes from, well, you could just call it rare, epic, unique, and then it might have a legendary as well. So it changes color, this area here. On reboot you can't get those to increase it a lot faster. You can only use these ones which come from monster drops and these things to lock it for 7 days. So since I've got 130 of them, you know, I could lock it for almost, well over 2 years if I really got a good one that I wanted to hold on to. Of course I don't think that would be the best idea to lock it for that long, just simply because I don't believe that I can get a good enough one today. We will try and do it, but I just kind of want to discuss how it's disappointing that Nexon, with this GMS exclusive class in inverted commas, they haven't really gone about putting anything in the pot shops or in the cash shop even to do anything to help this class. So when I first made this character, I wanted to have a pirate anyway, because I wanted a pirate character card deck for ignore defense. But yeah, so what I was thinking was I didn't check, which was stupid of me in the first place. I didn't check whether it was in the cash shop already. I just assumed that it would be, thinking that, you know, they've got cubes in there, why wouldn't they just change it over so that it would cost Meso instead of NX? But they didn't. So what we're going to do is we're going to use these. The first thing I'll point out is how irritating it is that these things don't stack, especially when they drop from mobs. You need to just create one spot each time for them to collect, rather than to do it that way. I'm not really sure why they don't stack when these ones do, because you could argue that Nexon wouldn't want them to stack because you wouldn't want to make it easy for people to collect these things in game. You'd want them to spend an X on it, but then these things would also be an X item where you can lock it for, I think it's similar to the item equips where you can lock it for 30 days, so you'd buy 4 of those to, you know, lock it for 4 months or however many months you want to lock it for. So yeah, we'll start off by using these, see how we go, and then yeah, just see what happens. Okay, so it's tiered up there, not really that great. It's moved again, 10 luck, not bad. 7, 11, 9. Okay, it's gone down. That just pretty much reset to 3, 3, 3. That didn't do anything. That didn't do anything. A little bit of luck there, a little bit of dex. Nothing. Nothing. 10 weapon attack. That's probably pretty decent. I've only got 3 of these left. So essentially, as a link skill, what would it look like? It would be just that. So 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and 10. So I think I am using it on my Night Lord because, you know, just whatever to chuck it in there for. So it would make it similar to the Hiato one. I think I've got that one as well. No, I don't think I've made one, huh? That's something that I'll have to go and do. But yeah, the other thing I wanted to touch on, and I had to go back to my Night Lord in order to get a example of it, but this is another Stardust reconfiguration item that can be used to reconfigure the stats. Unfortunately, it is untradeable, so unless you main a Jett, which I'm pretty sure a lot of us don't, you will never be able to use this item on your Jett link skill character, because you can't transfer it anywhere since it's untradeable. So it just adds to the further uselessness of this class as a link skill, because you would find something similar to this in the cash shop, where there's a difference between the cost of a regular one, which is about 300 in X, I believe, and then the next step up, it's, I believe, 1.5k in X. It's more expensive than the normal one, just put it that way. So if you were to get one of these, it's pretty much useless to you because you can't transfer it to your Jett, so then why is this item even in the game? It's yeah, just pretty useless being untradeable, and they really need to change that in order to give us a better advantage of getting a better stat. So I'm sure if I were to use this on the Jett link skill, it would tear it up straight away and would make it easier to get a good stat, and especially on Reboot you really need that sort of thing in order to make your character stronger. It's disappointing to see that something that could be pretty useful, especially in Reboot, if they were to put the effort into just adding them into the game, it could be useful, but yeah, so it's disappointing, and that's one of the things I really think Nexon should look at, especially since this is a link skill and it's pretty much a dead class. I saw someone talking about it on Reboot before, asking, you know, why is it such a bad class in terms of just the skills and everything. But that is one of the things they could really look at in terms of improving. I'm going to lock this for a little while, probably, let's see. Oh, you can only, and that's another bad thing, you can only use one of these. You can't stack them. That's really bad. So I have to remember each week to try and lock this at 10 weapon attack. Okay, even more to add to the list on issues with this class. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and yeah, I'll be back with another video in the next few days. Thanks.